Hi, I'm Yar Muri. Every day in India, over 60 million street vendors and micro entrepreneurs accept digital payments through UPI. Yet almost none of them can get a bank loan. Today, I will show you the exact solution to it and help achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 8, decent work and economic growth, through a solution which I call the UPI Credit Bridge. Here's the problem. Bank accesses loan eligibility using formal credit transactions. However, a large portion of India's micro entrepreneurs are credit invisible. They earn 14,000 to 40,000 per month. Yet banks can never see them because they have never been documented in a bank recognized format. Yet the same amount is sitting right there in their UPI transaction history. I chose this problem because I've seen local vendors near my home rely entirely on informal money lenders just to restock their inventory. That's just not fair. It is a massive drag on India's economic growth, which exactly what the SDG 8 exists to fix. The UPI Credit Bridge works in 3 stages. Stage 1, partnership building. I would approach one UPI provider like PhonePe or Paytm and one microfinance institution to pilot a data sharing document with the vendors concerned. Stage 2, the scoring model. We build a simple algorithm that looks at 12 months of vendors' transaction volume, consistency, and growth trends to generate an alternative credit score. We have already attached the algorithm in this email for you guys to see. Stage 3. Approach one local market, say 200 vendors, track their loan approval rates and repayment, and then use this data to approach more lenders. This isn't something we built entirely alone. We needed a data analyst who can build the scoring model and a microfinance partner who is already leading in the industry. And we also needed a vendor association leaders. Since we are actually in Chennai, we approached the Chennai Vendors Association in Coimbatore. For funding, we thought of 2 scenarios. Must have around 50,000 to cover the basic spreadsheet expenses, and it is also good to have around 3 lakhs to fund on a proper developer to build a simple scoring algorithm. Success looks like this. In the first year of pilot, I would aim for at least 60% of 200 tested vendors receiving loan approval, compared to India's current near zero loan approval rates. According to the RBI inclusion data, around 190 million Indians are outside of formal credit transactions. So that is the gap that this model would help to fix. So this model, hopefully, I think would fix this gap and would help more people. I would track this through approval rates and the amount size of the loan and the repayment rates, not just spreadsheets that judges have to look at. This model has long-term legs because it is not a charity model, it is a business case. Lenders want this data because it reduces their risk and open a new massive customer base. RBI have already signaled interest in this alternative credit scoring system through its public tech platforms. That tells me the direction of policy is already moving towards supporting this idea. The biggest problem that this model faces is data privacy. Almost all vendors are not ready to share their financial information to an financial institution, as they distrust many institutions. If scaled nationally, this model could help millions and billions of micro entrepreneurs in India into formal credit system, boosting their business growth and contributing directly to the SDG 8 goal of inclusive sustainable economic growth with almost 0% of environmental impact, as it already uses the data which is available. Now that's the UPI credit bridge, turning an app that millions use already into a bridge for environmental economic growth. And I would also like to take a moment to thank this SDGs goal challenge. I really enjoyed doing it. Thank you.